All right, so this week I want to take a look at 3 trends among the younger buyers who are now becoming our primary buyers down here, and why these 3 trends that are going on broadly with this generation might be a good indication that long-term, the appreciation in home values down here that has occurred over time is probably still headed in the same direction. So one thing about the secondary or vacation home market is that our buyer clients tend to be older than your buyers in the general population. People need to get established in life. They had to have had some success generally before they're buying a second home at the New Jersey shore. So the generation right now that are our primary buyers, the boomers have actually kind of ceded to Gen X. Nobody ever talks about Gen X, but they probably comprise the typical buyer at this point right now at the southern New Jersey shore. But the millennials are coming. And in a combination of, the younger part of Gen X, the older part of millennials who are going to start to become our primary buyers down here at the shore, I do think there are 3 important trends to keep in mind as we move forward long term of why I actually think we've only begun to see the appreciation of property values here at the shore. So the first trend that is often written about and discussed with this younger generation that will affect us is the preference to spend their extra money on experiences over material things. And as they move through life and they do value those experiences over material possessions, I think beach houses become something that can sort of act as both. I often say to people, it's the investment that you can use, that you can live in, that you can enjoy. So it provides an experience there while it also functions as something that you can own. The second trend is actually this ongoing inflation. Inflation is not as bad for younger people as it tends to be for older people. It will make a lot of their debt, think school loans, one of the biggest things that inhibit younger people right now from making some economic decisions for themselves, that becomes relatively less expensive as wages go up. And among the sort of people, that top quintile of the American population that tend to be able to buy second or vacation homes here at the southern New Jersey shore, the labor market is strong and probably only getting stronger over time. So as they're able to demand higher and higher wages, they will have more discretionary money for the luxuries of life. And let's face it, this is a luxury. And finally, hybrid work. There was a point during the pandemic where we had people buying houses down here because they were working fully remotely and they thought that they would move their whole lives down here. And some people have, but by and large, I will say this, as much as everybody agrees this is a great place to be during the summer, it's not necessarily a place that absolutely everybody, now I love it, I live here year round, but not everybody can deal with the long winters, the very empty long winters that occur down here. We have noticed a big trend though, especially starting this summer. We're only a few weekends in, but it seems as if that typical rush of everybody on Friday and then Sunday evening coming and going has kind of been downgraded. It seems like people come at a lot different times now. And I think that's because of the possibility of people now doing this hybrid work. So they're either off or they're kind of calling it in here from the shore or working a full day here from the shore and getting here a day early. And I think when you're able to use whatever you have down here more frequently like that because of the freedom that hybrid work gives you, we're going to see even higher demand for these types of houses.